Let's start with some word work strategies. I'm going to begin with some ideas in the area of phonemic awareness. One of the things that we like to do in phonemic awareness is help our students station their words, and they can use their hands or their fingers in order to be able to do that. So for example, if I were to ask the students to listen to a word and pull out the sounds or segment the sounds. Example, the words bag, and then I ask the students to segment the sounds. They would take their hand and they would use the hand that's their non-dominant hand, or as I say to the students, the hand that you don't write with. Beginning with their thumb, they would pull out the sounds. So they would show b, a, g. And then they would pull those sounds together and the word would be bag. So we've segmented the sounds and then we blend them. Let me show you a couple of more of those. So let me give you another word. The word is map, and I'm going to pull out the sounds. M, a, p, map. Now I can extend this with the students by asking them to identify what the first sound is. And if they're not sure, I can point to my finger or have them point to their own finger and they can say and I can ask them what the last sound is, p, and what the middle sound is, a. So we're working on the sequence required in phonemic awareness work. Remember, what we're doing is we're stationing our sounds by using our fingers, always beginning with our thumb. Let me show you how that routine would work with students. So let's just start by going through the routine as if you were the student. So my word is map, and I'd ask the students to repeat. So they've said the word map. Then I would put that word in a sentence because I want them to have some vocabulary understanding of the word. We were drawing a map in class to show us where we were going. The students would repeat that sentence. After they repeated the sentence, then I'd actually invisibly would throw out the word map as if I were throwing a ball to them. They would catch that word in their non-dominant hand or the hand that they don't write with, and they place their elbow on the table. That way they're stationing themselves. Their other hand is available for either writing or using magnetic letters if we took this into phonics. But since we don't have any visuals yet, we'll just start by pulling out the sounds again. M, a, p, map. Now I'm doing that with you. What I would want is the students to pull out those sounds, and I'm going to be listening for any errors, any repetitions I might do with the students. Okay, let's take one more. The word is pan. Student repeats. I use it in a sentence. I was cooking with a pan. The student repeats the sentence. I throw out the word pan. The student catches that word in their non-dominant hand and pulls out the sounds. P, a, n. Pan. So the students have that word. Now that is phonemic awareness. Phonemic awareness, again, is the identification and manipulations of sounds in words. It's auditory and oral, but no visual. But now we can actually extend this phonemic awareness and move it into phonics and what we would consider spelling by actually doing the same procedure. But in this case, once we pulled out the sounds, the students would record those sounds on a sheet of paper, on a whiteboard, maybe represent those with magnetic letters. So that extends that into phonics because now we are producing the visual symbol. So let me show this to you again, and I'll take one other word and we'll bring it into phonics or spelling. The word is run. Student repeats, I will run down the mountain. Student repeats the sentence, throw out the word, run. Student releases the sounds, r, n, run. Student takes their marker, their pencil, their pen, and records those sounds. R, n, run. If they need to do this again, they can do that independently or with teacher guidance. And that would be what we would call finger blending, moving into finger spelling once we record the symbols. That's one way of using physical response to help students with sound and sound symbol relationships as we begin to identify, segment, and blend sounds into words.